Let me ask you, have you ever attended a catered event and wondered where all the food that wasn't eaten goes? Well, We Don't Waste was founded in September of 2009 with the thought that all of the food in our community that is prepared, unconsumed, at venues, catered events, restaurants, and hotels could be recovered and put to good use. We acquire such food and serve populations typically unserved or underserved, such as the homeless, domestic violence victims and their children, veterans, and drug and alcohol recovery program participants. This proved to be a viable program, one which offered an excellent opportunity to contribute unused food to those most in need in our community. The critical needs of those seeking food and food assistance in the metropolitan Denver area continues to increase as governmental agencies reduce the support to community-based nonprofit agencies as a result of the current budgetary constraints. The gap between donations and demand continues to widen. To meet the increased needs, We Don't Waste looks to reduce the amount of waste generated by cultural, sports, entertainment, and event venues, caterers, restaurants, and hotels, and other entities, while at the same time increasing the number of meals served by community-based nonprofit agencies. We are a very simple, innovative concept that has filled a gap between donors and recipients within our community for food distribution. In fact, we are the go-to agency for our services. When our donor companies have perishable items to give, We Don't Waste does two key things to further our mission. First of all, we pick up the food from the donors, so donors don't have to invest time and resources in delivering the food. And two, we deliver the recovered food directly to organizations serving vulnerable, underserved individuals. All the items made available by donors are provided at no cost to the recipient agency. In turn, it allows these companies who are donors to take a tax-deductible contribution for their food donations. We Don't Waste is not a food bank. Instead, we maintain partnerships with cultural, sports, entertainment, and event venues, caterers, restaurants, hotels, and other major food providers to ensure that the most vulnerable people in our community have access to consistent, life-giving nutrition by rescuing fresh, perishable food that would otherwise be thrown away. Currently, We Don't Waste maintains a computerized database which tabulates monthly the total quantity of product sourced and distributed, providing each donor and recipient a full report which allows us to calculate the impact in raw numbers of our efforts to our partners. Participating agencies report that the program has reduced their food budgets from 10 to 15% on an annualized basis, in addition to raising the quality of the food they're serving. We Don't Waste is an effective organization which systematically gathers what would otherwise be wasted food and delivers it to organizations that serve the needy in the Denver metropolitan area. In our first 4 years, We Don't Waste collected donated food valued at well over $2.5 million. That number then translates to more than 3 million servings, which were delivered to Denver's underserved. Our program provides food to over 45 community-based nonprofit agencies, providing services that include meals and food products to individuals, seniors, veterans, children, and families. Collectively, these agencies serve over 5,000 individuals daily. We Don't Waste is saving community-based nonprofits between 10 to 15% of their food budgets annually, so agency partners can then utilize the food budget savings to provide the programming their clients need. We accomplish our work with 2 full-time employees and 1 part-time employee. The challenges we face are many and varied. Expansion at We Don't Waste is defined as securing additional food sources and identifying additional community-based nonprofit agencies to benefit from the added products. To achieve our mission, our leaders are actively engaged in consulting with successful executives in the business community to better position the organization for financial stability. We Don't Waste is aware that there are substantial amounts of food available for collection and distribution. Our challenge is to professionally and responsibly secure the food and distribute it. In the spring of 2011, we were contacted by a Microsoft event manager to assist in the recovery of large amounts of available food from their international event attended by some 18,000 individuals. Afterwards, the event organizer told us, "I wish every city had a program like yours, as it's always been an issue finding the correct organization to donate our food." Currently, We Don't Waste operates with 2 full-time employees and 1 part-time employee and 1 van. To take our program to the next level, we require a refrigerated box truck and the ability to hire 2 additional employees. For every truck and 2 employees, we can distribute another 1,000,000 servings per year to those in need. In addition to our regular program, We Don't Waste would consider operating a fruit and vegetable truck, which would be driven to food deserts within the city where underserved populations could obtain fresh produce without charge. This would enable families who have limited to no resources to obtain fresh fruits and vegetables for free, providing them, especially to their children, with an alternative to junk food.